look, I've been look. Putting all jokes aside, I know we're having a lot of fun here with the whole Laura situation, but putting all jokes aside, I gotta go take a shower. Oh, putting all jokes aside, clear up. I gotta fix my eyes here. The eyes never lie, Chico. The eyes never lie. I don't lie. Laura lies, but we're gonna get into that in a second. Um, I'm about to go in the shower, but I just wanted to make a quick little live here, talk about all the lies of Laura. Uh, she's this woman just keeps lying so much that I'm surprised that her nose is not like Pinocchio. I'm surprised it's not like shoot it out like the Empire State Building. All this girl does is lie and lie and lie and lie and lie. That's all she does. It's like it's so hard. Like I watch her videos and I start like shaking a little bit because it's like such cringe. It's like the lie. Okay, let's start with her son, the Marine. Lavoiati is a very feared name in Italy. We'll get to that in a second. And no real Italian, Laura. Just let me explain, Vladimir. No real Italian doesn't like Ella Bispo Moni Gardens pizza. Okay, no real Italian from Brooklyn. But anyway, we'll talk about that's what's not a real Italian. You want to know what's not a real Italian? Someone who doesn't like Ella Bispo Moni Garden pizza. But let's put all of that aside. Laura continues to keep saying, this is lie number one. Here's lie number one. This is a big one, okay? That I put some kind of an image in her son's head about his mother. Laura, what do I have to do? What do I have to do? Tell me, you want to have a sit down, me, you, and your son? What do I have to do to make you understand that this never occurred? What do I have to make? What do I have to do? I never told your son that you, in any way, shape, or form, sent naked pictures of yourself to me. It maybe was a misunderstanding. Listen, these things sometimes happen, right? Misunderstandings happen. Maybe when I don't recall talking about Sarah to your son, but maybe I was talking about Sarah. Maybe it came up where I was like, look, this New Orleans girl was like a love con. Again, I'll say it's alleged. She's like, Richie, if you give me 6,000, I'm gonna, whatever, come to Jersey. I'll make love to you. I'll be best friends with your kids. Okay. Now, she sent naked pictures, kind of like of a way to seduce me. Is it possible that maybe he thought I was talking about you when in fact I was talking about Sarah? So again, what you're just gonna keep. This is what's gonna happen here. She's just gonna keep saying to all of you that I said these disgusting things about his mother, and I didn't. So it's a lie. It's an effing lie. It's not true. It's a lie. Okay. Lie number two. Okay, we're gonna go through all of Laura's lies. Lie number two. She claims that I made a video about her life. She's like, you embarrassed me. She's like screaming, you used my life, my situation, and you compared it to your perfect marriage. I didn't do that. I made a video about a general subject. The general subject, which had nothing to do with Laura. The general subject, okay, was if you're in a marriage that you consider perfect, meaning there's complete love, unconditional love, romance, she's your soulmate, best friend, greatest mother, everything is perfect. She passes away, unfortunately. My wife passed away after a 10-year battle with cancer. Saddest, most heartbreaking thing you could possibly ever imagine for me and my children and my mother as well. My mom passed away as well. It's unbelievable what happened to us, and my dog passed away. I had the hardest year of my life. The children had the hardest year of their life. Now, the point of the video is if you're in a marriage that you're separated or that you're divorced, or that there was domestic violence or whatever the case may be, that then that person passes away, do you still feel it hurts as much as if you had this perfect marriage with unconditional love? So Laura took it that I made this video about her, I guess, because that was her situation. But what Laura doesn't understand is that I never mentioned her name. Okay, I never in any way, shape, or form directed the video to her at all. It was just a general video. But she's gonna see this is what she just keeps doing. She keeps saying the same lies. Over and over and over again, this woman keeps lying and lying and lying, saying that this is how it all started. I got angry at you, Apefather. I got angry at you, Rich, because you made a video about my personal life without my consent. Now, let's continue with more lies. Okay, she's going to talk about my daughter, Sophia. Oldest woman, I'm going to call her Lion Laura. Lion Laura. She's all that happened. I don't know if I can't pronounce this right. Menthol, whatever it is. I don't know. Let's call it gum, okay? Okay. She she was out with my daughter they're all getting their nails done. Okay. And she said something about let's start with this. I gave her $150. Sophia's nails were only $70. She said she didn't use any of that money. I find that very hard to believe. I know she admitted to using some for gas. I believe she probably bought herself some kind of food, or I still believe she might have took some because she kept the change. She never returned the change. She never returned the change. So I do believe she used some of that money for her nails or her daughter's nails. That's just my opinion. She never returned my change. She never returned my change. So anyway, can you please stop repeating the same message, man? We gotta get rid of this guy here. Let's give him a timeout. Guys, don't repeat the same messages. So anyway, here's the next lie. She's claiming that my beautiful daughter went into her pocketbook with like malice or some kind of very bad intent. She asked my daughter to get her the menthols. I don't if I'm saying it wrong, I apologize. Whatever it is, call it gum, okay? My daughter went into her bag at her request. It was her request. She asked her to go into her bag to get her gum. Then my daughter, like an hour later, wanted gum, went back in her bag just to get gum. Now you want to hear what the irony is of this situation? Here's the irony, okay? The irony is she's making a federal case. She's making a big, gigantic, huge like stake over the fact that my daughter, she keeps saying, you don't go in people's personal property. She's saying, you don't do that. It's so wrong, right? Okay. Yet her daughter is at my house, right? Filming my bathroom. Listen to this. Filming my bathroom without my consent. Now, if you guys don't know the story here, I don't know if you guys know the story, what's going on here. There's so much going on here. It's just so much information. Okay, look, let me start by admitting the truth to all of you, and it's fine if you want to make fun of me. I have never been one to be a man that kept the house like clean in order. I was blessed that I had my wife, Jennifer, and I had my mom, Josephine. Okay, listen, I was blessed my whole life. I was blessed my whole life that I had my beautiful wife and my mom, and they cleaned the house, they took care of the house, and they were wonderful at it. Now Laura knows all of this, okay? So Laura knows that my wife passed away. Laura knows that my mom passed away. She knows my daughter passed away. She knows that I am in desperate need of help. Now, I want to be clear to all of you because I know you're going to keep saying the same things over and over and over again. I am not demanding Laura to clean my house. I keep reading these messages. They're like, how dare you demand someone to? I'm not demanding. She offered her help. She said, Rich, I see your wife passed away. I see that your mom passed away. I see that you're struggling. I see that you're struggling. I want to help you. She says, I want to help you and I want to help your children. Let's get this house in order. She said, let's clean this house. I said, that's beautiful of you. I said, let me give you money. I wanted to pay Laura. I said, let me pay you. Let me give you money. Okay, she goes, I don't accept money. I don't want cash. I said, well, I have to give you something if you're going to help me. She goes, here's what you could do. You want to get me a gift card, a Visa gift card? What you want to get me? You want to get my eyebrows done? Little things like that, she said. You want to get me cigarettes? You know, you want to take me out to a few dinners? Okay. She goes, I don't want cash. That's fine. I don't want cash. She said, so now I did all of this. Listen, she got a Visa gift card. It was for her birthday, but I didn't have to, Laura, I didn't have to get you a Visa gift card. She understands that, right? I didn't have to get you a Visa gift card. Doesn't make a difference. Then I gave her a $50 card to get her eyebrows done. Again, I didn't have to give her this. I didn't have to do it. Okay, she got a $50 card to get her eyebrows done. I bought the woman cigarettes many, many times. Many, many times. I got her 10 dinners. Every dinner was like a gourmet. I'm talking about a $200, $300 dinner where she was eating like she never ate before. It was like you're talking about dream dinners here. Okay, her pants were popping, open. That's how she never ate so good. She never ate so good. Now, I delivered on my promise. Laura never cleaned my house. She cancels. That's what she does. She cancels. This is another one of her lies. Okay, Rich, I'll cook for you. That cancels. Rich, I'm going to help clean your house. Cancels. That's another one of her lies. But this is the thing. It's one thing to lie to someone, and it's another thing to humiliate them. She's making such a big stink over my daughter going into her bag for friggin' Mentos, for friggin' gum, when she gave my daughter the permission to do it. But she doesn't seem to have a problem with her daughter going upstairs in my house. Is it her, what is her argument? What is Laura's argument? Don't do things to people's private property. Okay. Well, her daughter is in my private property. Her daughter is in my home, goes upstairs in my home without my permission, without my consent, films the bathroom knowing it's a mess. Knowing it's saying, oh my God, she was like this, her daughter, while she was filming. It's so disgusting. It's horrible. It's disgusting. Okay. Did I give her consent to film my house? I never gave her consent. So what I'm trying to understand is why Laura feels she's so angry. Laura is so angry that my daughter went into her bag to get Mentos, to get gum, at her request. But yet she feels it's completely acceptable and completely okay that her daughter comes into my house as a guest. By the way, I had $300 worth of food. The daughter never ate so good before. I treated the daughter like a queen. Not to mention all the other things I did. Took her to Five Below, Olive Garden, got her clothes. I bought her favorite soups, Lipton soup. I bought her like all these Lipton soups to keep warm in the cold days and nights of the Jersey Shore. I treated her daughter great. Took her bowling. Forget about it, okay? I drove her to her boyfriend's house over and over again, okay? I was wonderful to her daughter. And she goes upstairs, films my bathroom when it's a complete mess without my consent. And then here's the best part. The mom takes that video, her mother, Laura, and posts it on YouTube. Post it on her YouTube channel. And she's going to continue to bitch and complain about my daughter, Sophia, getting Mentos out of her bag, getting gum out of her bag. She's like, how dare she? This is Laura. How dare she? How dare Sophia go into my pocketbook without my consent, without my permission? First of all, you gave her your permission, you friggin' Mama Luke. Okay? You gave my daughter your permission. You told her, can you go into my bag, Sophia, and get me the Mentos, get me the gum? You gave her the permission. Okay? She only went into the bag a second time because she wanted some. Okay. Now, anyway, bro, just clean your house. Okay. Listen, I know you guys are going to look. The maids are coming on Tuesday. Can we talk about my house being cleaned? Okay. I did clean the house, by the way. Okay. CPS, by the way, came to my house. And just so that you know, just so that all of you know, they were satisfied. They were satisfied with the condition of my house. Okay. They were because, okay, so that's the end of that. Okay. So it can't be that bad. Okay. My house can't be in that bad of shape. Would you agree? Okay. It can't be in that bad of shape. Okay. So I did clean the house. The maids are coming on Tuesday, and they're going to thoroughly clean my house. The maids are coming on Tuesday. Yeah, but the point is that Naked Smash is that they found it satisfactory. They found it satisfactory. So you can laugh all you want, but this is the thing you're not understanding that you don't find funny, is that nothing came of that visit. They found the house satisfactory. Okay, so it was fine. Okay, so the point here is that if my house was in such bad shape as all of you are saying, that they would not have found it satisfactory. Okay, that's the point of what I'm trying to make here. Okay, that's the point. I'm an absolute train wreck. Yeah, well, that happens, Barnegat, SVU, when your wife passes away, your mom passes away. Okay, yeah, when that happens, and even your dog passes away in the same year, yeah, you tend to maybe have a very bad year. You tend to have the worst year. Okay, when it's the first Christmas without my wife, it's the first Christmas without my mom. Okay, yeah, it tends to be. People pass away all the time. Well, not. Listen, you know how rare it is that your wife and mom passes away within 2 weeks of each other. Can you stop the bullshit? Listen, I understand that you guys hate me. I get it, but you guys are nuts. Do you know how rare it is? We'll talk about Teddy Roosevelt, President Teddy Roosevelt. His mom, okay, this is how rare it is that I have to use an example of Teddy Roosevelt. His mom and his wife passed away pretty much immediately. He went crazy. Guys, do you understand that President Teddy Roosevelt went nuts? The guy ran off, left his child. His wife had a baby. He couldn't take care of the baby. Listen to this one. He couldn't take care of his own baby because he went completely crazy, Teddy Roosevelt, okay? He had to give his baby, I think, to his sister. He couldn't, he ran off, he became a rancher somewhere. He demanded everyone, don't mention my wife, don't mention my mom's name for 2 years. The guy went bat crazy, Ozzy Osbourne style, okay? That's what happens when you have a dramatic loss like I had. So cut the bullshit. Cut the bullshit, okay? Now, anyway, continuing. You guys like to deflect. I'm reading your comments. You want to deflect. You wonder what it is, guys. You're never going to be on my side here. Look, like I said to you, if Jeffrey Dahmer was alive today, if Jeffrey Dahmer was alive, you would take Jeffrey Dahmer's side. You would. If Jeffrey Dahmer did not like me, you would condone all of Jeffrey Dahmer's activities. You would say Jeffrey Dahmer, you don't like Apefather? No, I hate Apefather. Well, we love you, Jeffrey Dahmer. We condone everything you do. Oh, it's okay. You put roofies in a guy's drink. We approve of it. Oh, you ate the guy's braids. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with eating. Hey, you're hungry, right? Hey, we all got to eat. We all got to eat. You had some braids. Nothing wrong with that. So, guys, the bottom line here is that you will take anyone's. Look, you were even on Sarah's side. Look, looking back in the past, you were on Sarah's side. You were on Sarah's side. Sarah, if you don't know who Sarah is, Sarah is the girl from New Orleans. She came on one of my live streams, saw my mom passed away, saw my wife passed away, and she put her moves on me, the moves like Jagger. She put the moves, she's like, look, I want to be your new best friend. She said, I wanna, take care of you. I'll make love to you. She'll do everything for me, of course, for money. Right? Next thing you know, she's taking money from me. She caught me at a very vulnerable state. And it was kind of a love con. I'll say it's alleged, but it was a love con. It was like a catfish situation. Now, the thing is, the haters were on Sarah's side too. Look, because at the end of the day, the haters want me to be hurt. This is what it is. So they don't care. Even if I'm a victim, can I go on the record? Look, even if I'm a victim, the haters will ultimately take the person's side who's the scammer. Okay? Antonio Miranda, look, I'll tell you what, keep giving me super chats. I'll go buy sheets and I'll film it for you. Fair enough? $2 is not enough, brother. You got to up the ante. Anyway, you got to up the ante, brother. Sheets are more than $2. Go. You care so much? Let's go. Anyway, but this is the thing. If you were logical, Negan Smash, if you were logical, you would see that Laura is just like a Sarah. Okay? Laura did pretty much the identical thing. I hate to say it. Laura did the identical thing that Sarah did. She did the identical thing, but it just like instead of taking money, which is what Sarah did, Laura took food. Laura took cigarettes. But it still amounts to the same. If you're going to promise someone something, if you're going to say, Rich, my heart goes out to you, okay? Your wife passed away. Your mom passed away. Your dog passed away. I see that your house is a mess. I want to help you clean your house. I want to help you and help your children. Okay. I'm like, well, Laura, let me pay you. I said, let me give you cash. She goes, I don't want cash. If you want to do something for me, there you go, Antonio. Keep it up. Now we're getting closer to getting new sheets. Keep it going, Antonio. You're at about $9.38. Still sheets, Antonio, they're a little more than that, brother. Antonio, they're a little more than that. But anyway, yeah. You got to get that up to at least $30, brother. But anyway, let's continue. Okay. So, what was I saying? You made me lose my train of thought. Oh, yeah. So, Laura did not want cash. Laura didn't want cash. Laura wanted food. That's what Laura wanted. Laura wanted a lot of food. I got her 10 dinners. I got a Visa gift card. I got her cigarettes. I got her everything. Okay. Laura took all of this stuff from me and didn't deliver the goods. She never cleaned my house. So that makes her a Sarah to me. Laura, you are no different than the girl in New Orleans. You are no different than the stripper. She might as well have stripped for me too. It's a little joke. I'm just kidding around. Just a little joke. I'm not attracted to Laura in that way. I just wanted to be Laura's friend. And that brings me to the next lie. Okay, we're talking about all the lies, right? The next lie. Laura, I never told your son anything inappropriate. Keep it coming, Antonio. We're at 1172. Antonio, my kids, thank God they're responsible. They wake up in the mornings themselves and they take their showers and they get dressed and they go to the bus stop themselves. But prior to that, when my wife, I just want you to know something, Antonio. When my wife first passed away and my mom first passed away, I was waking up and I was taking them, I was driving them to school. But I know they prefer to go on the bus. Hey, God bless them. You know, they're independent kids. I know you support Laura. Listen, you guys would support Ted Bundy. Let me go on the record. Listen, if Ted Bundy was against me, you would support Ted Bundy. You would support Richard Ramirez, the Night Stalker. If Richard Ramirez was against me, against Apefather, you would support Richard Ramirez. You would support the devil himself. Listen, guys, you support everybody. Okay, so let's talk about the charity, guys. This is the thing that you don't understand. Okay, when my wife passed away, certain things were mailed to me, which, listen, it's public record that my wife passed away. It's all public record. It's public record. I was contacted by organizations. Okay, it's public record. My mother passed away. And listen, there are organizations out there who do give certain grants to families that lost loved ones, and they offer free dinners. Now, I want to go on the record. It was one free dinner. It was one free dinner. By the way, Laura did come to that dinner. And Laura benefited, by the way, to that dinner. Like, she's trying to act like, keep it coming, Antonio. Keep it going. Keep it coming, Antonio. Antonio, look, do you consider President Trump to be very rich? Okay. I'm gonna sum this up for you because I can't stand you people. President Trump. Now I'm gonna give you many examples of this. I'll go back into the '80s and then we'll talk about present day. We'll talk about present day. We'll talk about the ballroom. We'll talk about a lot of things. Okay, but let's start with the past. When President Trump was building, okay, Trump Tower, okay, he wanted a full tax abatement. He wanted a full tax abatement. Now, at the time, the city's mayor was Ed Koch. Ed Koch told Donald Trump, why should I give you a full tax abatement? You are you're a billionaire, he said, and you're building a building on Fifth Avenue. You understand, which is not a marginal neighborhood. This is a very, very rich neighborhood, he said. But you're asking the city to give you a 40-year tax abatement. He goes, so what Donald Trump's argument was, he was entitled to it because under, certain incentives that the city at the time of New York was giving to build new residential buildings, you are entitled to tax abatements. He says, so Donald Trump says, makes no difference, I'm a billionaire. You understand? It makes no difference that this is Fifth Avenue. It makes no difference. I'm entitled to it. Now, Ed Koch obviously turned him down. He had to go to the Supreme Court, and he wanted the Supreme Court. So it's the same concept here. I'm entitled, my family are entitled to things because we lost a lot. We lost a lot. And what do we get? Like, you make me laugh like we got so much. What do we got? $1,000 I got. You make it seem, guys, you make it seem like I got all this money. It was a wonderful thing. They said, take your kids out, for whatever it is, for Christmas, have a wonderful Christmas. It's just, this is what these organizations do. They're not looking at your personal net worth. They're not looking at they're just looking at the fact that your family member passed away from cancer. And that's it. You're trying to turn this into a charity based on your financial situations. This is not what these charities are about. What these charities are about is they want to do good things for the children. You understand? The children's mom passed away. The children's grandmother passed away. They want to help out. Okay, so we got $1,000, big effing deal. All right, and we got one free dinner. Now, you want to laugh? Laura was at that free dinner, okay, and Laura got a cheeseburger for her daughter to go. So, I mean, she's going to sit here and criticize me when she's benefiting, and she ate at that dinner. And she ate at that dinner, and she got food. Like, she's trying to make it seem like she was so embarrassed to be there. Keep it coming, Antonio. I love this guy. Antonio, we're getting sheets on you, and I will film it. I'm going to film the sheets. Okay, let's see what Antonio says now. You lied. I asked you if you were getting any support from charities or government. I never lied. Antonio, I was completely honest. I said that we're receiving the survivors benefits. I was Antonio, I was transparent. Antonio, I was completely transparent. I said to you that we're once again something we're entitled to. This is what Antonio doesn't understand. This is something we are legally entitled to. My wife passed away. We are entitled to receive survivors benefits. I was completely honest with that. And as far as anything else is concerned, this was a recent thing that just happened Antonio. This happened like right around Christmas time. So at the time that you first asked me this, I was honest with you and I was transparent. This is something that happened recently. This is right around Christmas time. Okay, it was a nice gesture. And by the way, Laura's begging me for help too. Like she's trying to make it like I'm a bad guy. Laura was begging me, Rich, can you speak to this organization for me? Can you get my family help? And can I tell you something, guys? I'm not even saying this to be a jerk off. Laura deserves the help. Guys, she does. And it's not about, can we stop about this whole financial? That's not what these organizations are. These organizations do not base things on your financial situation. These organizations are basing things on people who lost family members to cancer. Or now here's where it's a financial thing. If cancer, okay, if your family has cancer and it's affecting your life or medical bills, there are organizations that help in that instance too. There's all different types of organizations, okay? But guys, if someone is entitled to something, they're entitled to it. End it. It's like, why are you making this into such a horrible like thing? So listen, now you want to talk about more things about President Trump? What else you want to talk about? I remember one time during 9/11, one of his buildings got affected. I think it was 40 Wall Street. Okay. And there was a thing that he applied for. It was like something like 150,000 you get he was entitled to it that you could use for repairs or whatever it is. So a lot of people again argued that, well, he's a billionaire. Why should he take any type of help? Because he's entitled to it. Remember the same thing that they said about President Trump with his taxes, where they said that he paid less taxes than like a school teacher. Well, if he's entitled to it, look, see, I guess I look at things differently than all of you. I think that President Trump is very smart. I think he's a very, very smart man. I think he's a genius. Okay. Listen, if the guy is entitled to save billions and billions of dollars, and he has paid, by the way, he has paid billions and billions of dollars in taxes. He has. But the point is that if he's able to save money in taxes because of laws that were written in place for real estate developers, and he is entitled to those savings for depreciation, why should he not take advantage of it? So are you going to argue with him? See, that's what everyone tries to do. They make the same argument with President Trump that you're making with me. The same argument, they'll say, why should a billionaire pay less taxes than a school teacher? Well, here's going to be my answer to that. If he's entitled to it, he's entitled to it. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. If I'm entitled to something, I'm entitled to it. Now, you may not like it, but that's too effing bad. It's too bad. I'm entitled to it. So anyway, end of subject. Antonio, look, we're going to keep saying the same things over and over again until my daughter does not drink, you lunatic. She drinks iced tea, she drinks water. Um, my daughter does not drink alcohol. I do not give my children alcohol, you lunatic. Okay, so anyway, continuing. What we were talking about, you make me lose my train of thought. I'm talking about President Trump. I'm talking about this. I'm talking about that. Let me get back on track. I treated Laura with respect. End of discussion. My heart went out to her that she had cancer. Listen to me. Anyone who has cancer, my heart goes out to them. But Laura did a lot of bad stuff to me. Okay, Laura's daughter did a lot of bad stuff to me. I'm sorry to say that because I hate to talk about a young girl like that. You think I like to talk about a young girl like that? She's 14 years old, the daughter. I hate to say that she did a bad thing, but the truth is she did. Laura's daughter did a bad thing. And I'm sorry. Look, just because you're 14 years old doesn't mean that you can't do bad things. Laura's daughter did an extremely disgusting, horrible, horrific, bad thing. Okay. She came into my house. She was a guest in my house. I had $300 worth of food for her and her mom and for me and the kids. We were having a wonderful day. She goes upstairs and films my house, her daughter, without my consent. And then her mother takes that video and she puts it on her YouTube channel. That is a disgusting, disgraziata, we say in Italian thing. Especially after how good I was to her daughter. Again, I want to repeat. It's not that I was bad to the daughter. Like okay, maybe if I was mean to the daughter, look, maybe if I was horrible to the daughter, I was great to the daughter. I drove the daughter to her boyfriend's house many times. I I took her daughter out to Olive Garden, Five Below. I got the daughter her favorite Lipton soups. I got her to keep herself warm. I got her 7 packages of Lipton soup. She loves the Lipton soup. I got this girl clothes. I took this girl out to dinners. I mean, I took this girl bowling. Okay, and then she's gonna disrespect me like that. She's going to disrespect me like that. She's going to go upstairs and she's going to fill my bathroom without my consent. And then her mother's going to be even more disrespectful to film it on her YouTube channel. And again, I want to repeat, she's making such a big deal over my daughter with menthols. I know if I'm saying it wrong, I apologize. We'll just say gum. She's making a big deal over my daughter going into her pocketbook to get gum. The funny thing, she gave my daughter her consent. She gave my daughter her consent. She said, please go get me gum. I would like gum. Okay, then my daughter goes back in her bag like an hour later to get some gum for herself. And Laura has a complete nervous breakdown, screaming about how it's disrespectful how my daughter went into her private property. Is Laura nuts? How does she feel? Antonio's on a roll today. Antonio, we're doing good. Keep it up. Why do you let your kids sleep? Because they don't sleep on dog pee. That's nuts. My dogs do not sleep on dog pee. Will you stop it, Antonio? Antonio, you're nuts. Antonio, once again, CPS checked out my house. Antonio, listen to me. And it was satisfactory. It was satisfactory. Can you stop the bull? Look, I understand you hate me, Antonio. This goes back once again to all of you haters not understanding that you are not the law. I think what it is with all of you haters is that deep down inside, I think secretly, you all want to be in law enforcement. Can I tell you, you're missing your calling in life. All of you are missing your calling in life. You want to be in charge of the law. Like you want to be like Judge Dredd. You want to be like maybe a police officer. You say you all want to be in law enforcement. Guys, there are agencies that have been designated by the government, you understand, that make determinations if children are living in unsafe or hazardous situations, okay? You are not these people. You are not these people. Again, I'm going to repeat to you, my house is always clean. The reason you saw the house that way, and I understand you're going to look, it was not mold. Okay, let's start with this. It was not mold. I know you're not going to accept it because you hate me, and I know you're going to say it was mold, but it was checked out. It was not mold. It was dirt. It was dirt. It came off in a second. We wiped it. It came instantly off. In 1 second, it came off. Okay, so now the thing is that, okay, granted, the house was a disaster. The bathroom, it wasn't the house so much. Look, understand, the same day, can I tell you a little secret? The same day that Laura and her daughter were here, they were eating. Guys, can I ask you a question? If the house was so disgusting, why would Laura be eating? Can wise asses, you're all wise asses, okay? If my house was in such bad shape, Antonio, let me ask you a question before you keep sending me super chats, which I appreciate. Okay, let me ask you a question, Antonio. If my house was so disgusting, you see, but you won't answer. None of you will answer this question. None of you have the balls. None of you have the balls to answer this question, and Laura herself doesn't have the balls to answer this question, and Laura's daughter doesn't have the balls to answer this question. If my house was such a disgusting cesspool of whatever you want to call it, dirt, shit, piss, or why do you feel they're sitting down eating at my dinner table? They're sitting down on my island in the kitchen eating the food. Okay, but answer that. Let me ask you a question. Barnegat SVU. Wouldn't you be disgusted to eat at someone's house like that? How do you explain it? Because the truth is the house was not that bad. Listen to me. The truth is, I'll read it in a second, Antonio. The truth is my house was not that bad. The only thing that was bad was that bathroom. That's it. I admit to you, the bathrooms. Okay, the bathrooms had to be cleaned more. Okay, but Laura said, you know what Laura said? And you know what? Laura is such a lying mother effer. Laura, I swear to God, I want to put you on a polygraph. You want to know? I want to do with Laura. Ask Laura because I consider Laura to be the biggest liar in the world. Would she be willing to take a polygraph? Would Laura be willing to take I'll take a polygraph test with Laura because let me tell you, you know what Laura said to me when she came into my house that day? She said, "Rich, your house is really not that bad." This is what Laura said to me. Her words. She goes, it's not really that dirty. She goes, it's not, I've seen much worse than this. She goes, this is regular. This is nothing. This is no big deal, she said. Okay. And proceeded to eat. And proceeded to eat food at my house with her daughter. So, okay, so again, I repeat, if the house was in such bad shape, why would she allow her daughter to eat at the house? Why would she eat at the house? Why would she say that the house is not that bad? Because it wasn't that bad. Exactly. Exactly. She would have exactly. She would have filmed the whole house. The reason exactly. I love this lady here. Kylie 21. Kylie 21 made an excellent point. She would have filmed the whole house if it was that bad. That is exactly correct, Kylie 21. Okay, 100% great point. The reason why she only filmed the bathroom is because that's the only thing that was bad. Now, again, I want to repeat to all of you the intention was to clean the house that day. Okay, it turned out Laura was like, look, I'm tired. I don't feel well. I accepted the fact that she didn't want to clean the house. Get over it. You let her in. Consent given. No, consent doesn't mean, no, 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 no. I appreciate the super chat. And I'll thank you for it. I'll thank you for the super chat. But no, consent is not given to film your house because you let somebody in. Are you nuts? Just because you let somebody in your house doesn't give them the right to film your house, and it doesn't give you the right to post it on YouTube. Go to the bathroom right now. I can't because, as you can see, I have a blanket over me covering my gigantic meatballs, Antonio. So if I would get up right now, Antonio, you'll get a lot for that $2. Antonio, you'll be very happy for the $2 you sent me if I get up right now. You understand? I can't get up still very hairy, Antonio. I'm a very hairy guy. All right, I can't get up right now, Antonio. I can't get up right now, Antonio. Actually, according to the law, she's innocent. Well, even if she is innocent, let's just say I'm not a lawyer. I can't argue with you. I'm not a lawyer, but in terms of just being a respectful person, okay, just being a respectful person, you should not do that. You should not do that. You should not feel. Would you agree that someone doesn't have the right, just on a respect level? But you see, you guys, you haters will never get me right. You haters will never get me right. I accept that. As I said to you, you'll take Jeffrey Dahmer's side over mine. Listen, if Jeffrey Dahmer hated me, you would become Jeffrey Dahmer's best friend. You would say, I love you, Jeffrey Dahmer. You hate Apefather. Everything you did is okay in our books. Now, this guy keeps giving me super chats here, but he seems to be very angry with me. So thank you for the super chat. Was it a Roland 18? I don't agree with anything you're saying, but thank you for the super chat. What did Jeffrey do? No, the point, Angelo, is I'm making a point. Haters hate me so much that if Jeffrey Dahmer was alive today, I'm making a joke. If Jeffrey Dahmer was alive today, but let's assume Jeffrey Dahmer hated me. Let's assume Jeffrey Dahmer was alive today and hated me, Apefather. All of these haters would be on Jeffrey Dahmer's side because anybody who hates Apefather, me, okay, is a friend of the haters. So let's read. I love this. I love Kaylee here. Kaylee's my new friend. If anyone came in my house and recorded without my consent and posted it on YouTube, I would kick their ass. Absolutely. I love you, Kaylee. Kaylee 21. See, you want to know why I love Kaylee? I'm going to tell you why I love her. Not because she's agreeing with me. Okay, that is not the reason why I love her. The reason why I love her is because she is reasonable and she is fair. And that's something that haters are not. Kaylee, these haters hate me so much. These internet trolls, these whatever you want to call these mamalukes, these friggin' hating mother effers, that even when I'm 100% in the right, and I am 100% in the right with Laura, okay, they will not take my side. They will take Laura's side because that's just what they do. Because they don't want to give me right because they hate me. They hate me. Okay, they're always on everyone else's side. What Laura's daughter did was wrong. Bottom line, she should have never filmed my bathroom without my consent. And then the fact that her mother took that video and posted it on YouTube is wrong. But they'll never accept it. But thank God for Kaylee. Who cares? It's all so stupid. It's embarrassing. Why should I be humiliated, boo boo? Why does someone have the right to humiliate me? My wife passed away this year. My mother passed away this year. I'm hurting. My children, we're hurting. We're hurting. Laura was supposed to help us, boo boo. Laura was supposed to help us. Okay? Laura was supposed to help us. She was coming in here as a friend to help us clean our house. And as I said to you, she did not want cash. She said, Rich, I cannot accept. She was trying to act like she's such a wonderful person, like she's like such an angel, Laura. She's like, no, Rich, I cannot. Your money is no good to me. I cannot accept your cash. I said, but Laura, listen, you know I come from Brooklyn like you. I have to show a sign of respect. If you were going to help me clean my house and you're going to be wonderful like that, you're going to be a wonderful person and help my children and help me, I have to do something for you. So she's like, I'll tell you what, you want to go get me a gift card? You want to go get my eyebrows done? You want to get me cigarettes? You want to go get me dinners? She said, I did all of this. I did all of this. Why did you not flush shit paper? The truth is, John, okay, I cannot confirm it with shit paper, as you're saying, number one. Okay, so let's start with that. and number two, we were planning on cleaning the house that day. What is it that you don't understand? The whole house was not in bad shape. The whole house was not in bad shape. We were cleaning the house. The plan was to clean the house that day. What is it that you don't understand about this? Like I wish I could speak to you in another language. Laura came to my house with her daughter with the intention. I gave her money to buy cleaning supplies. She was going to clean. We were cleaning the house. And by the way, we were all going to help Laura. It wasn't that she was going to do it herself. I want to be clear. I was going to help her, and my children were going to help her. We were all going to help her. But this is the funny thing. She did eat in that house, boo-boo. You want to laugh? Laugh, boo-boo. You want to laugh? She ate, and her daughter did eat in that house. So you know what that means, boo-boo? It wasn't that filthy. It wasn't that filthy, man. Laura is an angel. Yeah, I'm sure she is. Provided evidence to all we knew before for newcomers. What evidence did she provide, Antonio? And I thank you for your super chat. What evidence did she provide? Tell me. That Apefather doesn't know how to clean a house? I don't. Guys, look, I never did this before. I was blessed to have my wife and my mom my whole life. I was blessed. Guys, I never had to clean my house before. I'm admitting it to you now. Yeah, it's embarrassing to admit this, but my wife and my mother did this my whole entire life. Guys, stop being so shocked, though. Stop being so shocked. You guys used to always break my balls about this. You used to always say, hey, Father, you know that your mom and your wife always take. Remember, Antonio, that everybody said this? Maybe you all said this in the past. You're like, your wife and your mom take care of everything, Rich. It's true. It's true. Now I'm alone. Now I'm alone to raise my kids all by myself, man. I'm alone in the world to raise two children by myself. It's scary. It's really scary. I didn't want to be a single dad, guys. I love Jennifer so much. I miss my wife so much. I miss my mom so much. I miss my dog. I'm not. Look, guys. The truth is, this single dad stuff is tough for me. How old are you? I know that. I know what you're gonna say. AB Productions, they should help. And you're right. My daughter is 11. She's gonna be 12 in a few days. Michael's 15. But the truth is, they were spoiled. Look, you want me to tell you the truth? My children were spoiled, and I was spoiled. We were all spoiled. Listen, we were all spoiled. Okay, and we have to now adjust to a new life. We have to adjust. We have to adjust to a new life. I'm trying. There's so many comments here. I'm trying to read. I don't know many single parents who aren't. I'm not. I would like to read the rest of that comment, but if you're saying that it's very hard to be a single dad, it is. If that's what you're saying, Antonio, I love this guy today. Antonio's got money today. Did you hit the casino, Antonio? Another lie. He says he was doing everything as a caretaker for his wife. Blah 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 blah. Okay, listen, Antonio. I understand where you're going with this. We're talking about the following things here, Antonio. We're talking about years and years and years of being married to Jennifer. Okay, so let's start with that. We're not talking about the days and the times, okay, where Jennifer was truly facing an illness. But what you don't understand, Antonio, is that this is what Antonio doesn't understand, okay? I did help my wife with a lot of things, okay? But that was things like this. Let me tell you what they were, which was all disclosed. Taking my wife to doctor's appointments, okay? Going shopping for my wife. I did all of this, Antonio. Antonio, you know I did all of this. I always took Jennifer to the doctor's appointments. I always went shopping for my wife. I always did everything, meaning like I'm the guy taking my kids out, for all of the extra school activities or all the fun or taking them out with their friends, or I help my wife in so many ways, okay? So that's it. That's what I did. Okay, listen, everybody does certain things. You're a psychopath. Thank you. Give him a break. Thank you. No one fears you, bro. You're not mob connected. You don't know about my background, okay? You don't know the people I know. Lavoiani is a feared name in Palermo, Sicily. That's all you need to know. Anyway. Well, thank you, Roland 18. I appreciate your support. Thank you very much. God bless. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Why is your other dog looking like a mess? Um, he needs a haircut, I will say that, but he's not looking like a mess. He's a happy dog. He just had a prime rib steak last night. My dog was licking his chops. He had prime rib steak. Listen, guys, I'm not going to sit here. I know what you guys are trying to do. You want to instigate a fight between me and Laura's son. Okay? Look, let me just say this, okay? And this is all I'm going to say. I respect the boy. Well, I'm not going to say he's a man. I respect the man that he is, that he served our country. Okay, so let's start with this. He served our country. I respect him. I thank him for his service. What he did is a wonderful, wonderful thing. I don't agree. This is it. I'm not questioning his strength. Yes, he picked up my son. Okay, great. He's a strong guy. He's a great man. He's a great Marine. I'm not saying nothing, but I'm just very big with respect. Okay, I'm a big respect guy. He asked me, I didn't have to talk to him. I could have just completely ignored him. I didn't have to talk to this guy. He asked me for respect as a man. He said, listen to me, Rich. I want you to respect me as a man. I said, okay. Tell me, man to man, what your intentions are with my mom. I said, okay, is that a pact between me and you? And he said yes, and he agreed to that. And I said, well, then I'll talk to you, but this is man to man now. We're making a pact. He goes, absolutely. I didn't say nothing disgusting to him. I would never do that. This whole concept is a lie. All I said to him was the following. You want to hear what I said to him? I said, I like your mom as a friend. This is what I said. I told him, that's it. That's it. I would like to build a wonderful friendship with your mother. That's it. I am not interested in a romantic relationship with your mom. That's it. That doesn't mean, but I told that doesn't mean I will ever disrespect your mom. That doesn't mean that, I'll treat her wonderfully. I want to be great friends with her. And that's it. I mentioned to him that we had a few incidents where she was making me uncomfortable. But there was nothing sexual of any sexual nature. I never said that his mother sent me naked pictures. That never happened. The only thing I could assume is maybe they misunderstood it with Sarah. Is it possible? I don't recall talking about, I know I spoke to Sarah. I spoke about Sarah to Laura, but I did not speak about Sarah. I don't think I spoke about Sarah to her son. But I'm trying to think, maybe I did. Maybe I forgot. Maybe it's possible I mentioned Sarah, that Sarah sent naked pictures. And maybe, is it possible that there was a misunderstanding that he thought that I was saying his mother said naked pictures. I would never say that. I swear to you, I would never say that. So Laura made it seem like I said very inappropriate things to her son. Now, what I don't like this son, this is what I'll say it right to his face. I don't give a shit if he gets mad at me. I don't give a shit if you're a Marine, if you're in the Army, the Navy, Space Force, the Coast Guard. I don't give a shit. Look, I respect the fact that you have served our great country. I thank you for your service. That doesn't give you the right to break a pact between men. Look, I didn't have to talk to him. He asked me as a man, "What is your intentions to my mom?" I said, "Let's talk." But the reason why I wanted it to be between man and man is because I didn't want to hurt her feelings. You want me to tell you what the truth is? Okay. I didn't want to hurt her feelings. Like I look, prior to all of this fighting that we're having right now, I actually was very caring to Laura. Okay. Prior to all of this fighting that you're now witnessing, I didn't want to hurt her feelings. I just wanted it to be something where she didn't get hurt. I didn't want her to get hurt. I kept saying it to her. I kept saying, Laura, I don't want you to get hurt. So I didn't want her son going back to her, saying, like, Richie's not attracted to you. You know, Richie doesn't find you physically attractive and all. I didn't want to hurt her feelings. That's why I wanted it to be a private thing, you know? So but he wanted to know what my intentions were with his mom. I said, my intentions, I want to be a friend. That's my intentions. I want to be very, very good friends. I mentioned to him I was a little uncomfortable that she was flirting with me a lot. She was flirting with me a lot. You know, I was very uncomfortable with that. I love Kaylee 21. Thank you, Kaylee. God bless you. Do you think he should be done grieving over the loss of his wife and mother a year later? It's only been a year. You're right, and I'm certainly not, Kaylee. Oh, I'm hurting so bad. You have no idea. My children as well, but I'm staying strong. You know this. You know what? No one wants to give me credit. Look, guys, I took my kids to Florida. I do you understand? I took my kids on a dream vacation. I took my kids on a dream. Kaylee, let me tell you something. I took them on a dream vacation. They were so happy, so much happiness, so much new memories. I made them happy. I am doing the best. They're in the honor roll in school. My two kids, they never miss a day of school. Never miss it. My son made the bowling team. You know, he's doing great with bowling. Sophia's doing great with art. You know, and Laura knows it. Laura even said that my daughter was a tremendously talented artist. She's doing great with art. She's doing great with the piano. The kids are happy. I'm keeping my children happy. I'm staying by their side. Am I perfect? No. I'm not perfect. Okay, I'm not perfect. Do I need to get better with keeping this house clean? Yes. But in the interim, I'm going back to the maids. Okay? The maids are coming here on Tuesday. They're going to clean the whole house, and the house is going to be in perfect condition. And I'll show it to you after it's done. I'll show you the whole house. I'll film it. Okay? They won't be happy when they're homeless. Listen, I don't want to get into my personal finances with you. A love for V1 101. But let's just put it this way. I do have a job, and the job I have, I will be making six figures this year. So that's number one. And number two, I don't want to get too much into my personal finances, but I do have a lot of money coming in. And the money I have coming in will be more money than you will ever make in your life. Okay, are you listening to me? I'm speaking directly now to Love for V1 101. The money that I have coming in, you will not earn in your lifetime on earth. Okay, you will not earn that money. Do you hear me? Okay, so before you keep making fun of me, okay, understand you will not earn the money that I will have in your lifetime. Does that answer your question? Thank you. It doesn't make a difference. Listen, it does whatever you want to say, whatever you want to call it, you will not have the money I have in my life. Okay. So go home, get your shine box, go shine those shoes, make them nice like mirrors. Make the shoes nice like mirrors where you can see your reflection. Okay. Anyway, I said to you I'm working a job. I said to you I'm working a job and I will be making six figures on my job. Okay. That's it. What else do you want from me, guys? Why are you so hard on me for? It's like, once again, why are you so hard? I'm willing to work. I'm there for my kids. Okay, I only have one problem. The one problem I see, look, you know my kids eat very well, right? I think, listen to me. I think that everybody. Look, whatever the case may be, Chad. You're not going to hurt me, Chad. There's millions of listen, Chad. I have news for you, Chaz. I don't want to hurt your feelings. You know how many cancer organizations are out there? Chad, listen, I'm speaking directly now to Chad Buddy Eats. Do you think that Dave's Dream is the only cancer organization? Is that what you feel in your heart? You feel that the only organization? I could get a job anywhere. Anyone would want me because I am a tremendously great salesperson. You understand? Any organization that I work for, Chad Buddy Eats, I will earn that company many millions of dollars and I will earn myself many hundreds of thousands of dollars. So, Chad, I know you're probably getting yourself a nice little chubby and you're getting yourself very happy. You are not going to hurt me. There is nothing you're going to do to stop me from earning six figures. Okay, so if you called up Dave, whatever, and if that opportunity is rude, look, I did have a major fight. Me, I don't know. Look, bottom line, I didn't do anything wrong. Okay. If Dave ever wanted to speak to me personally, I'll explain to him what happened. I'll explain to him that Laura is a Norman Bates. This is exactly what I'll say to him. I'll say, unfortunately, you know, I met someone in my life that turned out to be a complete psycho, in my opinion. I'll explain to him all the things that she did. All right. And hopefully, he'll hear out my side and he'll have understanding of what happened and it won't affect anything. Like I said, this woman is a psychopath. This woman's a nut job. I didn't do nothing wrong to this woman. This woman is a lunatic. Okay. Again, how many times do I have to say this? I treated her with respect. Okay, I treated her daughter with respect. I treated her son with respect. I treated her mom. Every time I went to, I would, you know what I would do? Every time I saw the mother, I gave her a big hug, a big kiss. I sat down, I shook her stepfather's hand. I spoke to him. We had hours of conversation. I'm a respectful person. I told her son, thank you for your service. Thank you for being a Marine. I just didn't like the fact that he told me he was going to keep a conversation between me and him. I didn't want to hurt his mother. I didn't want him to tell his mother certain things. I just wanted to, it was between men. He said, Richie, what is your intentions towards my mom? I wanted to be honest. I just told him I like your mom as a friend. I said, well, please don't hurt her, man. Don't look. Are you physically attracted to my mother? I said, no, I'm not. I'm not. But again, see, now you're going to say that I'm a male chauvinist, right? You're going to say something. No, listen, she's a beautiful person, okay? God bless her. She's just, what can I tell you? I'm not physically attracted to her. I'm sorry. I'm not saying anything bad about her. I'm not saying she's a bad woman. I'm not insulting her. I'm just saying I'm sorry, but I'm not physically attracted to Laura. I'm not physically attracted to her. That's it. So I was honest with the son. Now again, I know you're gonna say, what are you, a Brad Pitt? No, I'm not a Brad Pitt. I don't think I'm a listen, I have a lot of problems, but that still doesn't change the fact that I'm not physically attracted to Laura. Okay. So I was honest with the son. I told him, don't hurt. But see, the thing is, I didn't want the mother hurt. I said, can't we just keep this between us? He said, absolutely. Well, there's a bond between us. Where you tell me, I keep between me and you. But that's not what this friggin' guy did. He went to his mother. Not only did he tell his mother, I'm not physically attracted to her, not only did he get her super angry and super hurt. Why do you think I'm so mad at her son for? I actually feel he might have caused all of this. You want me to tell you the truth? I hate to say this. I hate to say this, but I think that the son might have destroyed our friendship because when he broke his pact with me, and he went and told his mother, God only knows what he told her. He got his mother so effing angry that now you see what's happening. You see what's happening now. That's why don't break pacts. Zanny, just know I will be coming into money soon. That's all you need to know. You don't need to know nothing else. I don't. I'm under no legal obligation. I'm under no legal obligation to tell you anything. Just know I'll be okay in time. I pray for you, and I pray for you too. But I don't have a bad lifestyle like you said, Paul. I don't have a bad lifestyle. I'm a wonderful father. Look, okay, no one is perfect. See, now you're going to say I'm a bad father because I have a little trouble with cleaning the house. But guys, if I get maids and the maids clean the house, what's the difference? Okay, they're coming on Tuesday. They're going to clean the house. The house is going to be perfectly clean. Everything's going to be okay, and I will keep it consistent. Okay. Look, I got a little sidetracked when my dog passed away. I didn't tell you guys my dog passed away. You didn't know about my dog. All right. I got very, very sidetracked. I got very upset over it. And that's around the time I met Laura. And Laura said she was going to help me. Laura reneged. Laura broke a promise. She did not help me clean the house. But what she did do is she ate 10 dinners. She accepted cigarettes. She accepted gift cards. Her daughter, I treated her daughter great. Okay. Oh my God, did I treat that girl great? And she goes upstairs. The same day there's $300 worth of food for her daughter and her mother to eat at my house. She goes upstairs and films my bathroom without my consent. And then the mother puts that video on YouTube. So whatever. I did not kill my dog. Look, guys, you got to stop with this crazy shit that you say, man. You know that we had Chloe for like 14 years. Will you stop it, please? You know how much my wife and me, I mean, the kids love our dogs. Stop it, please. Stop it. Stop it. Look, this is the truth about Chloe. All right. I know you don't want to accept it. My dog was a hunter. She was a hunter. Chloe was a half pug and a half beagle. Now I'm going to tell you stories about Chloe because I love her so much. But Chloe had the hunter instinct. She used to go outside in the backyard. You know, in my backyard we have rabbits. There's field mice. All right. But it's from the outside, guys. It's from the out, not the indoors. It's from the outside. And Chloe would run to the rabbits. You have no that would have drove my wife crazy. My wife's a big animal lover. She loves Chloe, but she never would want Chloe to ever hurt a rabbit or anything. You know how many times I had to run after Chloe, that she's running after rabbits, she's running after mice. I believe she might have ate a mouse. Again, outside. Outside. Okay? Outside. This is what Chloe does. That's what she does. No, she was a hunter. Guys, you know how many times I saw Chloe running after rabbits? She grabbed a rabbit one time by the throat. I had to say I saved the rabbit's life. I saved the rabbit. Okay. My dog, I love her, but she was look, see, Max is different. Max is a Shih Tzu. Max is not a hunter like Chloe. Chloe's a hunter dog. Chloe's a hunter. Okay. I have to guess that's what happened. Look, I found her unresponsive. It was nothing I could do to help the poor dog. Okay, there's nothing I could do. Okay, it broke my heart. I was crying for 3 days straight. Okay, I was crying. I'm still crying over it. You don't know how much I love Chloe. I love Chloe. Okay, what could I do? There's nothing I could do. I woke up the next morning, the dog passed away. What could I do? There's nothing I could do. She didn't show any signs of it. She looked like she was okay to me. She was eating. She looked like herself. I didn't see any signs. I'm assuming that's what happened. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. Look, I have no idea what happened. Okay, all I know is that my beautiful dog is still with us in the house. Okay, it was also Jennifer's wishes that the dogs, if they pass away, to be cremated. You know, I have my dog, Matt. I have my dog Rocky, Yogi. They're all here in the house, and now I have Chloe as well. Okay, so can we end it at that? Guys, you got to stop. You got to stop. Kids are kids. Stop being stupid. Stop talking stupid about children. Stop it. You guys are all psychopaths, man. Seriously. What's even more sad is that you're watching me, Denny. That's even more sad. Okay. There are mice outside, Antonio. Okay. This is what it is. Okay. Um, Outside in the backyard, we have it's just the- it's we have a big gigantic piece of property. So I have noticed that there were rabbits outside. I noticed that there were I think they're called field mice or whatever that. So what I was saying to you is that Chloe, my dog, chased rabbits. She chased mice. I'm assuming I can't listen. I can't. I don't know how she passed away. I don't know. I know I found her unresponsive, my poor dog. I would have done anything to save her. There was nothing I could do. I have no idea. I'm assuming the reason I'm assuming that she might have potentially ate a mouse is because I've witnessed it. I saw her chase mice. I saw her grab a mouse outside. I saw her grab rabbits. My dog was a puggle. Okay, she's a puggle, the poor thing. She was a hunter. So that's that. I didn't want to tell you about Chloe because I know that all of you guys are going to say stupid shit like this. I intentionally did not want to mention Chloe to you, but Laura like wants to. Laura feels it's okay to reveal all this personal information about me. You know what's funny about Laura? She's screaming over Sophia. I'll make you laugh, right? She's screaming over Sophia going in her bag for the. I know I'm going to say it wrong. The mentals. Okay, she has no right. She has no right going into my bag without my consent. The funny thing is she gave her the consent, but she said, "Can you get me menthols?" But she's making this big case over my daughter going into her bag. Look at what she's doing. She's telling everybody about the Dave's Dream, Foundation. That's horrible. That she's bringing a beautiful organization into this. You know, when she benefited from it herself. She benefited it. She was at that free dinner and she ate. Oh, like she ate like she never ate before. She licked her chops clean, Laura, and took food home for her daughter. Because of Laura, your house is getting clean. No, it's because of the maids. It's not because of Laura. Laura did not clean the house. No, because of Laura, Laura consumed $1,000 worth of food and broke her promise to me, Jody. No, Laura did not help in any way, shape, or form. Excuse me. Joey, it's funny to me how you keep talking about my daughter going into her bag, but you don't seem to have a problem that her daughter filmed my bathroom without my consent. You don't seem to have Joey Shoe 3. You don't seem to have a problem that Laura's daughter, okay, violated my privacy, and filmed my bathroom without my consent. That you have no problem with. That is completely justifiable to you. I don't know. Someone say call Sarah. I'm not going to call Sarah. Why would I call Sarah for? So she could take more money from me? Can you respond to me, Apefather? What's the question, Sally? Spray me with your love liquid. No, thank you. That's for the ladies, brother. What's your question? I keep reading. Sally says I have a question. That's all she says. She says like 3 times. What is the question? I don't lie at all. There's nothing I've said to you that's a lie. Tell me where I've lied. Can someone tell me where I'm lying? Because I don't know where I'm lying. I don't lie. Jody, Laura reneged on her promise. She said she was going to help us clean the house. She didn't do it. Okay, so there's nothing to thank Laura for. On top of the fact that Laura did not broke her promise, her daughter filmed my house, my bathroom, without my consent. They both humiliated me. They humiliated my family by posting it on YouTube. And in addition to that, Laura mentions all this private information about a beautiful organization that helped my family. She embarrassed that organization. She ruined my relationship potentially with this organization. What else did she do? She's telling people about private money that I don't want people to know I'm getting. She's going online telling people my personal businesses. She's giving out my phone number to people. Okay, no, Laura's a horrible person. Okay, Laura's a horrible person. Laura wants everybody to respect privacy. Laura wants everybody to respect privacy, but she doesn't respect my privacy at all. She doesn't respect anything about my privacy. She doesn't respect anything. She's trying to humiliate me and humiliate my children. Okay, so no, she's not a good person. The Commander 35. Once again, Laura doesn't know about certain things that I do. I didn't tell her I do have a business on the side. Laura, I don't know why she feels that she knows my business. You know what's funny? I told Laura a little bit about my business. I do have a business on the side. And I told her a little bit about it, and she knows about it, but yet she's saying, I don't. Guys, you don't know my business. I do have clients on the side. I have clients. They were involved. in advertising, and that's all I'm going to say. There was an advertising campaign. I've done it before. I do it from time to time. I do it, certain times. I don't have to tell my business to you people. Okay, listen, Laura is in no position, guys. Laura is in no position to question anything about me. Laura broke a promise to me. Why is it her business what I do for a living? Can someone explain this to me? Why is it Laura's business what I do for a living? Laura told me she felt bad for me. She said she felt bad that my wife passed away. She felt bad that my mom passed away. She felt bad that my dog passed away. She wanted to help clean the house. She never did it. She accepted thousands of dollars worth of food. Laura is no good. Laura is no good. Okay, because of me, Laura had a little fun in her life. Because let me tell you something. Before Laura met me, she even admitted it. She never goes out. She told me she's a homebody. She never did nothing. I was taking this girl all over the place. We had so much fun. Restaurants, Target, Five Below. She was going out again. I was bringing life back to Laura. Okay, so now Laura, can I tell you something? You're going to be seeing a lot of Laura stuck in her house now because now she's probably not going to be able to do anything anymore. What's up, England? Didn't Laura break someone's tire? I don't even know what that means, Sally. What do you mean break someone's tire? I don't know what that means. Why is your pillow so yellow? It's just, it needs the cover, the pillow cover. Are you ready for the Marine ticket? See, look, I know it's your dream, Commander 35. I know you tried to instigate a fight between me and Laura's son. I know this is what Laura's even doing. It's kind of sick, is that she's trying to instigate a fight. Look, I'm an adult here, and I'm not going to be swayed into your disgusting, disgusting stuff. I'm not going to be swayed into it. Okay, here's all I have to say. I have no intention of fighting Laura's son. Okay, I have no intention. If he chose to come to my house, I probably would call the police. And it's nothing to do with, look, it's nothing to do with that I'm afraid of him. It's nothing to do with my manhood. It's just why would I subject myself to fights? I don't want to fight that guy. I don't nothing to listen. I wish him the best. I'm not gonna fight a guy. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, he comes to my house, call the police. If he wants to go to jail, that's his prerogative. It's not. It's nothing to do with scared. I'm a strong mother effer, Zaddy. Zaddy, I would probably lay out all of you in one punch. And in all honesty and fairness, I'm just as strong. Okay, here. How about we do something like this? How about instead of me trying to degrade him as a man, how about I compliment him and I compliment myself? Is he a strong guy? The answer is yes. Am I a strong guy? The answer is yes. I'm very strong. Okay? And who knows what would happen if the two of us ever went at it? Listen, who knows? Okay, because I'm powerful. You understand? He's powerful, but it's never gonna happen. It's never gonna happen because I don't. It's not about being scared. It's just that that's not who I am. First of all, I would never ever want to fight a Marine because I love my country. Let's start with this. Someone who serves my country, our country, someone who serves our great country, I have the highest respect for. I would never be able to raise my hands to someone who's someone who took care of our country, who served our country. I would never do that. But I don't have to like him. I don't have to like him, okay? I don't like how he broke a pact. I feel that he broke a pact. I feel that what he did caused a lot of trouble between me and his mother, and it's really his fault. I blame him. I blame him personally because he made a pact with me. I told him I did not want certain things. I wanted it between us. He lied to me. Well, his mother is a liar too. They're all liars. They're all liars. She lies, he lies, they all lie. Okay. But with that said, am I fighting her son? The answer is no. Stop trying to instigate a fight. But does that mean I'm scared of him? I'm not scared of nobody. Guys, I'm not scared of nobody. Nothing. Is he a powerful guy? Yeah. Am I a powerful guy? Absolutely. Leave it at that. Okay? No, what happened was I had a ticket from 20 years ago. I forgot about it. I had to take care of a ticket. That's what it was. I went, they temporarily restrained me for a ticket. There was a warrant out. I had a ticket out I completely, listen, my wife passed away. My mom passed away. I had some kind of a stupid ticket that was like from 2005. I completely forgot about it. You want me to tell you the truth? I completely, utterly forgot about it. And what happened was that the officers loved me, by the way. They said, Rich, look, you got to take care of this ticket. I said, can we take care of it now? They said, absolutely. They said, look, just come in the car. We'll take you to the precinct. I was there for 10 minutes. I was there for 10 minutes. I took care of the ticket. Everything's done, finished. I don't know what you're talking about, Sally. Do 5 push-ups. I can't do that because, as you can see, I got something covering the body here. Guys, I'm not degrading her son. Listen, her son is a very strong man. Her son served our country proud. He's a Marine. Okay? Is he a strong man? The answer is yes. He is a very strong man. Okay? I'm a strong man too. But we're not going to fight, guys. So stop trying to provoke a fight. We're not going to fight. If he felt crazy enough to come to my house, well, he's possibly going to get arrested for trespassing. And that's whatever. I don't know if he would ever have the balls to damage my house. I don't think he would. He doesn't seem like he's that type of a person that he would damage personal property. I would definitely think he wouldn't do that, but then he would get in more trouble. So the bottom line is this: is that we're not fighting. End the conversation. It's not happening. Okay. Do I like him personally? I did like him. I no longer like him. I have no more respect for him because he broke a pact. He broke a pact. He asked me what was my intentions to his mother. I told him my intentions was to be good friends. I said to him, do not tell your mother certain things. I'm not attracted to her. Do not tell your mother things. I'm very uncomfortable that she's flirting with me. I'm uncomfortable with a lot of things. All right, but I told him that in confidence. I told him that in confidence. He goes behind my back. He breaks my pact. And now you see what happened? He got his mother very hurt. He got his mother very angry. I believe he caused all of this. Why do you think I'm so angry at this kid? I'll say man. Why do you think I'm so angry at this man? Because he broke his pact and he caused a major problem. That's why don't break pacts. Can I give you a little friendly love from the Dr. Love here? Don't break pacts. Don't break pacts. I did not get a mugshot now. It was a quick thing. I was in and out. It was like 10 minutes. There's no mold in my house. It was dirt. All right, guys, I'm going to be leaving the live stream right now. We'll talk about this again. This is a fun conversation. I have to thank Laura for the new content. Laura's giving me great content here. I appreciate it. FIFA victory, Apefather brand 2026, baby. Let's go. I'll speak to you all soon.